All right. He's coming after me. Okay, so this is Pumpkin Panic. This is a sort of a survive until you drop and see how many points you can get before then type of game. And it is, well, it's a little bit unfinished. It's sort of, in a sense, naked. And I think today I'd like to put some clothes on it, make it a little bit more respectable, and give it, expand upon its purpose, because it does have a purpose, a really one that I clearly need. Wow. It helps me train my aim. You'll notice all the things that are spawning have very, very tiny hitboxes. Oh, that's not the right button. Yes, even phantoms, they have a very small hitbox. Their whole wings are not included. So you need to be fairly accurate to hit them in the air, and you need to be accurate to hit the baby zombies on the ground, as everyone who's played Minecraft knows. Very difficult to hit. Now, the part that feels like it's the most fun, and therefore feels like it best belongs in the game, is this part where we get to choose between the three upgrades. These other items we end up with, we always get them, and they sort of don't feel special. Unlike this, the pumpkin pie, and maybe that's part of the difference. Clearly some care was put into this, and these are just, you know, sword, bow, arrow. Nothing particularly special, nothing really worth noting. And so I think custom items might actually be really interesting, especially since in 1.21.5 they actually added some additional item components that we could use to make these custom weapons. What do you mean custom weapon? Well, let me show you. So we can take this pumpkin, and if I run this command, we can turn it into a weapon. But you'll notice something weird happens when we hit the zombie. Oh wait, it's supposed to lose durability. Oh, okay. I get how this works now. Give me my pumpkin back. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I see it. All right, let's snag the pumpkin. And let's convert it on the ground really fast. So you have to set a durability value, even if that durability value is just 0, if you want the durability bar to appear. And look at that. Now we have a weapon. Oh, look, we get crits. Now it just does the same damage as punching right now because we didn't add any attributes to it or anything like that. Ouch. But there's a lot of attributes. We have a lot of room to work with here. Let me sleep. So what used to be a stone sword is now just going to be a piece of flint. We'll give it the weapon tag and a custom name, which should make it seem a little bit more put together. So we got a pumpkin poker. Oh, I forgot to change the damage. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna work. Yeah, okay, so we need to get into the attributes. So for attribute modifiers, we'll give it an attack damage equivalent to a stone sword, which I believe should be 5. Stone swords do 5 hearts of damage. Or sorry, 5 half hearts of damage, so that'd be 2.5 hearts. I also put in the attack speed here, which for a stone sword is 1.6, but I don't know if this is gonna calculate correctly because it's adding it to like our base attack speed. Actually, wait, I can check that. What is our base attack speed? Let's just get this. 4.0. Now, is this how long it takes to recharge, or does a higher number mean faster? I really don't know, but this is set to 1.6, so I guess we'll find out. And it should be a good amount of damage as well. So we should actually be able to kill this baby zombie here. Nice. That's recharging extremely fast. I'm gonna guess 1.6 is quicker than 4.0. I wonder if we could do this. Hold the sword, get attack speed. Oh, it is a different number. Oh yeah, so it is 1.6, but that's from 4. So it's basically negative 2.5. And if we check this one, this is 5.6. Okay, so higher numbers are definitely faster. Okay, that's a little confusing. We need to do something about this bow, and while there is no component, wow, missing. No. Oh, it's doing the bounce thing. We might have to deal with that. Not might, we're gonna deal with that. There we go. Oh, oh, he was behind the grass, so I couldn't hit him. Oh dear. Set this to -2.5, so that should be equivalent to a stone sword. The bow thing though. So as I was saying, there is no modifier that's like bow. And the weapon tag does not cover it either. What we can do though, is we can say item model. Let's do Minecraft pumpkin for now. I just want to see how weird this looks. This spider's just been sitting here for so long. Okay. Nice. It's weird. I actually find it slightly harder to aim with this flint. Which I'm pretty sure is completely 100% placebo, but anyway, it's there. Oh, perfect. Okay, oh, maybe this should be a carved pumpkin, actually. Let's see how weird this looks. Oh, it stretches it a little bit. Don't attack me, spider. No. Okay. Yeah, so the arrows are pumpkin seeds right now. I'm kind of curious. Does it look like a pumpkin seed? Oh, no, it still looks like an arrow. Ow. Well, anyway, that definitely feels more thematic. And it gives it slightly a more finished feel. I think maybe I need to change stuff for the bow. But overall, I like the direction we're heading now. I'm getting really suspicious, so I need to... Oh, wait, I'll summon him here. I really want to know if these attack ranges are different. Okay, so stone sword is our control here. How far away can we go? Okay, can't hit him, can't hit him, can't hit him. Right here is the line. Okay. So pretty much on the back of that block. If we have the flint, it's the same range. Can't hit him, yeah. Huh. Definitely feels like they're different. Oh man, okay, the placebo effect is extremely strong on this. Good to know. So next thing we need to do to make this a little more respectable is change this command. This sets Phantom's fire tag to be 0, but the problem is when it changes it to 0, there is a chance for an arrow to bounce. Okay, I can't quite get this to happen on camera, but basically what happens if we turn this off, it takes fire damage, and you see every time it turns red, it's actually immune to getting damaged. So if there's a split second where we shoot it and then it's on fire or already in that invincibility state, it doesn't take damage and then the arrow will actually physically bounce off. So we need it to not be going between not on fire to on fire. So it actually might help if we make this number a negative because it counts up. So if we summon a phantom in, you can see it starts at 0 and then it immediately starts ticking up. But if we set it to -20, it's never, ever, ever, ever in the range where he can start taking fire damage. So the arrow should never bounce off. Maybe. So we'll try this for now. You like how I said never and maybe? Now the next thing we need to address is probably the most embarrassing part. I mean, this is clearly not finished. We have a bit of a style going with the oxidized copper and then like the regular waxed kind. But we need something for out here. We probably need to change the wall. And quite frankly, I don't have anywhere near enough blocks for it. And I've always really liked the trial chamber color palette. Does it look familiar? Look at this, copper grates, oxidized copper. And probably one of the missing ingredients is these tough bricks. So I'm pretty much just going to shred this place. And we're going to use, oh, it like goes in a ways too. Oh, good. We're getting lots of blocks. But yeah, I'm gonna shred this place and we'll bring the blocks over to Pumpkin Panic. Oh, hi. And so a little copy and paste makes this place look a lot nicer. I missed a spot. There, much better. But yeah, the tough bricks for the ceiling. Grates, of course, to see through. And then I tried to copy the thing with like the one line of copper, the regular stuff, and then the oxidized stuff below. I got some like little indications. Kind of cool. Anyway, that is not going to do it for the majority of the arena. So we're going to need to change this wall, which I think we'll probably just do tough bricks. And hopefully we can make it a little bit taller, actually, because sometimes stuff gets through. But additionally, if we're going to make this arena look respectable, the random jack-o'-lanterns are sort of weird. Not to mention there was copper just hanging out here. The idea was I was going to replace them with jack-o'-lanterns, but again, they look weird just being everywhere. And especially in like such a random distribution. So to change that, we're going to need to do something. Now, they added something recently to the game that I thought is kind of boring. And now I'm realizing that I actually kind of want it. So I want to see if you can grow the special kind of grass. It doesn't look like it. This all looks like regular grass to me. It's supposed to spawn in dry areas. You have to find at least one that's been naturally generated, and then you can get as many as you want. Oh, wait, these actually might work. I wasn't even thinking of these. Well, this is not dry grass, but I did actually want some podzol. I think that the little orange bits actually go with the pumpkin, and also mossy cobblestone. Maybe we're just making a giant taiga over here. I'm not sure. Okay, that's the... I was going to say the second time I'd noticed that, but I've seen it a lot, actually. It's this weird bug where when Pokemobs adjust the health of the creature, it just, I guess, adjusts it lower than their max health, and they just die upon spawning. Might be a good bug to fix in an episode about... No. I was going to say it might be a good bug to fix in an episode about making things a little more respectable. It's a little silly when animals just die on spawning. Deserts are crazy rare in this world. I mean, we used up an entire elytra looking for just one bit of short dry grass. I think I went through 2 or 3 stacks of rockets. I mean, wow. While I'm on my way back, I set this so that it would say that they're dying if they... Oh, there's another one. And A, it's happening a lot, like more than I realized. Let's kill this guy so we can get some mending stuff. But B, both of their... It's saying 2 separate scores that are both 0, which is how it decides, like, what health they should have. Like, in fact, one of those is current health. So the fact that it's saying 0 is like, yeah, that shouldn't be 0. Oh, I'm an absolute goof. Okay. So see how it says add before 0, current before 800? It should add 0 to the 800, but the command I have is if it's at least 0, multiply... I was typing and I chucked my sword. Oh, that could have been bad. I can't believe I didn't lose that. But anyway, so it multiplies and then sets it equal to. So it multiplies whatever this number is by 0, meaning it's going to get 0. And then it just sets it to 0. It sets their health to 0. Like, I'm pretty sure all I need to do is change that 0 to be a 1. So let's try that. There we go, reloaded. Okay, this is awesome. So it's only showing any of the added health that would be negative, and you can see there's no I'm dyings anywhere. Wow, that was actually a surprisingly easy fix. I can't believe I missed that. 0 instead of 1. Well, we didn't get any dry grass yet, but we did get podzol. And like I said, I think that'll go a long way towards making the pumpkins look like they belong here. And then the way we're going to break up the podzol is with a path. So I was thinking like having the grates and then sort of tough underneath. And so it'll give us a little bit of depth, although it is very expensive. And then we have a little bit of a border to sort of separate that grass from the pathway. There we go. And the other thing the path is going to be good for is giving us sort of a way to run. We can kind of just follow this and wander around as we're waiting for the enemies to spawn. And because it's a loop, we can actually just keep going and keep going. There's 2 loops. There's one there and then there's one there. So the path looks pretty respectable. It makes it look very intentional. It seems less like we just threw this together in an area, which is, you know, what we did, or at least how we started. Now I need to fill it in with podzol and also lights. I have the idea of jack-o'-lanterns in the like dirt area, and then copper bulbs in, although I haven't figured out how to place these yet. Maybe actually up a block? Yeah, I think that's better. Just turn these on. But yeah, having 2 of them, that looks pretty good. These actually might make more sense as the green ones. But anyway, so I'll deal with that. It's coming along quite nicely. I like having patches of the grass and then patches of the podzol. And I've been sort of separating them with the cobblestone. But one of the other things I'm doing is because it's a hill and, oh, I didn't even see him at first. It sort of has a slope down. I've been filling in the cracks a little bit. And it just helps the area feel a lot more intentional. And also it's just better to not lose by getting, trapped in like a little hole, get hit by a baby zombie. Oh. I don't think the tuff is going to make it the rest of the way along the wall. Huh. Wait, the green stuff looks way better than the tuff bricks underneath that. Yeah, I like this way, way better. Let's just reclaim these. Oh, so close. Wow. Oh, we do have some tuff in here. Okay, that might be enough. Awesome. Now that is a proper arena. Look at this thing. This is really cool. This has come along nicely. There's pumpkins everywhere, but significantly not on... Whoops. Oh, yeah. I put some leaf piles to sort of transition from the brown into the, the regular pathways. But it's really nice that it's separated. And I got a few points of interest. There's brambles here. There's sort of just mud over there. And then most everywhere else is a mix of this podzol, the cobblestone barrier, and then grass. And then obviously there's actual grass too. I had to manually place all the grass on the podzol, but it was worth it. All right, let's try this out. So I just want to see what we should change next. Oh boy. Got to go onto the path. Oh, that was close. Yeah, so that's the thing. The path now is actually strategically better because we're in adventure mode, so we can't break grass, and that means stuff can hide behind grass, which of course is very dangerous. Now, one problem I am noticing is where's a creature? I don't know. If it spawned in, I don't know. And so I'm running around just randomly, which I do like that the game forces me to do that, because then I get to see everywhere, but I feel like there should be a beam of light when something spawns, maybe a beacon particle. Oh, hi. Oh yeah, see, he hid behind the grass there. Nice. Let's upgrade this into a pumpkin stabber. Let's see if the arrow bounce thing worked. Oh, did that just bounce? I couldn't tell if yeah, it bounced for sure. So first of all, let's see, can you even... Oh, you can't do a beacon. Oh, that kind of works. Wait, let's make this taller. That's sort of like a little mini beam. Okay, the particles are set. And then for the phantom, rather than modify, we're going to try just giving it fire resistance, which might look weird, but that's kind of what we're testing. So when something spawns, we should get a message, which we didn't. Another one spawned. Okay, let's get the data. I want to check its age. Oh boy. Found no elements matching age. Oh, well, I'm testing for age, so I guess that would make sense that it's not working. So the reason that I need to test that is I need to know when they just spawn so it doesn't trigger on everything. So we need something that actually ticks, so that it will be one number when they just spawn and another number when they're done. So this should tick down to 0 normally, but when we spawn them, if we put a tag that tells them to start with a portal cooldown of 1, it should immediately tick down And hopefully we'll catch it right before then and actually trigger the effect. Okay. So he's on fire, but we can damage him normally, so he's not getting that invulnerability. I was going to say invincible. Invincible and invulnerable. Oh, by the way, I'm not really sure about whether green makes sense here or the orange makes more sense. Because now that we have green underneath, it's like, we don't need the spot of color like we did before. So I don't know. I can't really decide. And the other thing too is when they are shaved off and they're the orange ones, they're brighter. So there is like a functional reason. Oh, we got a spawn. Uh-oh. Oh, that's great. It had 2 sounds, so it's like, oh no, I know that I'm actually starting to get in trouble. Like, you can tell when it's like speeding up. So while I was messing around with the phantoms, I was like, it would be cool to have pumpkins on their heads. Oh no, he got out. Uh-oh. So that's actually a block display that's on his head. And I'm sort of trying to figure out how to get it positioned right. That head's not working quite right. Okay, this is not going well, except for I did find something out. So usually, check this out. This left rotation is set to its default, but if I remove that and I summon a new one, look at that. It summons without all of the special details. And I just assumed it always did that, but apparently if you include all of the options, it just seems to work right away. Yeah, you could see that small one for a second. So that's kind of cool. Like I said though, the pumpkins, there's some issues. Now this is not very dignified. The head does not point in the same direction, or at least that's what it looks like. You'll notice the phantom is looking down because I guess its eyes are in its chest or something. Anyway, the pumpkin head is copying it perfectly, but then it looks disconnected. So we might not be able to use the pumpkin head on the phantom if it doesn't look right, because that's just too janky. It's too undignified. Oh, and worse, it flips if it's going the other direction, then it comes out of its back. There's no consistent... Now there is one final other change I'd like to add here. And that is blocking. Oh, it doesn't make the sound? I guess we have to put in the sound manually. Well, it definitely is blocking. Oh my word, it's really blocking. So we're using the blocks attacks component, and I actually have a bigger idea than just using it as a shield. In fact, not only can we test that we're holding block, but we can test when we block the damage, and therefore we can actually test for a parry. Oh, you're not supposed to spawn outside of the walls. I counted out some markers, and I think we have that problem solved. Always inside the arena. Okay, so I have added the parrying, sort of. If I get a parry, it'll actually tell me I got a specific parry, but you have to block like right before they do the damage. And also you'll notice that when I'm blocking, he actually can disable the block ability. So I can't spam parry. So you have to do it like right. Right now the parry window is between 2 and 5 ticks. So I have to have been holding block for at least 2 ticks and not more than 5. So that might actually be too small of a window. So let's try it. Oh, I got a parry. Wow, that is a really tight timing. I was so focused. Okay, might have to make that a little bit bigger. All right, I'm gonna get to doing some of the parry logic. Oh, what? I think I just explored all the biomes somehow. Eroded badlands. Those are pretty rare, actually. I am looking for the dead grass. I mean, I'm working on parrying logic. I'm not messing around looking for dead grass. Why would you say that? All I need is one newly generated area to spawn a tiny little dried up twig of grass. And it's all water. Yes. Yes, finally new chunks. Wow. That was hard to find. Oh, hey, Silk Touch works. Let me show you my fireworks chest. Oh my word. This was like full of fireworks. Yeah, so I kind of used them all. It was probably like 4 or 5 or 6 stacks of fireworks. I don't even know at this point. Excellent. Now there's like more character in different areas. Like this place with the brambles has a bunch of dead grass around it, like it can't properly grow. This area is like sort of more windswept, so there's still dead grass, but some flowers. This one's on a high exposed area, so that grass is dead. And then this area just kind of grows everything. But I really like the little bits of color that dead grass gives. And we have more left over, so we can grow that. This is driving me crazy. The parry is half working. Okay, I made the parry window bigger. It says I blocked the attack, and it says the thing that's supposed to change it and stun it. Everything is going wrong. All right, all of the parry testing has been done. We're ready to see Pumpkin Panic in its full glory, so here we go. We hear the sounds. Ooh, okay, let me try and hit this parry. Oh, I missed. I made it pretty small, so hopefully I shouldn't be able to hit it every time, because that would be too easy. Oh my word. All the parry testing is done. Now we get to see this in its full glory. Okay. Oh man. Okay, that was just too early again. I really like running through this. It is so cool looking. I really like the separation of each of the places, like podzol, cobblestone, the grass, and then the path. Oh, we got a little magma cube with a pumpkin on his head. Oh my word. I gotta say, oh, here's a guy. I really like this path is what I was gonna say. Oh my word, still too early? Let's get a better weapon and then maybe we can enchant it a bit. Time it. Oh. I love the particles and the sounds. Such a great indicator. All right, come at me. There it is. Look at that. He's frozen, stunned for a moment, and then he comes back to life. Perfect. Oh, I see his little pumpkin head poking out. Oh, I thought he was stunned. He tricked me. Those magma cubes, man, they'll wait. Like, they'll just sit, look at you, and just be like, make your move first. And then you make your move and they get you. It's kind of funny. Actually, part of the reason I might have been missing the parry timings is there's a little bit of startup to mimic the regular shield. Because ultimately, this is for aim training. That's why we have all these tiny little things, like little targets to hit. Also, not sure if I showed these off. The seed slinger, we can actually just fire arrows. I don't want to fire it because I want the parry. Oh. There we go. Oh my word. That's such good practice though, because I have to calculate in for the startup time just like a regular shield. Nice. Oh, I'm already getting the timing down. But yeah, we have a very dignified, interesting, like a serious arena. A very respectable place to do battle. We have little items with like sort of lore, I guess you could say, or descriptions and like stylistic choices like this pumpkin poker and this seed slinger. We have little pumpkin heads on the mobs that can handle it. By the way, the phantom, turns out there's a bug. An actual Minecraft bug that prevents it from having the proper rotation direction, so it's without a pumpkin head. But it's scary enough as it is, really. Oh yeah. No bouncing arrows here. We have our effects, and we integrated both custom weapons and custom blocks and parrying. Oh, that's awesome. Well, there you have it. We made a respectable arena out of this game, Pumpkin Panic. I'm really happy with our results. Ooh. It's definitely going to help me practice up my fighting skills. Well, I think that about does it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Later, later.